Okay, everybody. Had some, a little bit of interest in some of the videos I posted in my 75-gallon tank. One of which was the cucumber kebab, or the zucchini kebabs that I created. And as you can see, my fish here are all hungry. I'm not sure if they're going to eat it. Some of these fish have actually never seen the kebab, I don't think, and some of them have, but it's been quite a while since I put it in there. My balas, some of the red tails and the rainbows, they have each enjoyed it before. Fish are looking kind of hungry today because they usually come and meet me at the tank. They're a little skittish right now too. I've been messing around here in front of the tank a little bit, but as you can see, the fish are all pretty happy, and I think I'm going to give them a little treat today and try and do a little kebab for them today. And for those of you who, and it's pretty easy if you look back at my other video posts and you can see what I've done to do this kebab, but today you're going to get the how-to video on how to do one yourself. So stay tuned and hope you enjoy. Okay, here's the few of the simple things you're going to need. Of course, you're going to need a knife for cutting slices of the cucumber. I've actually got seedless cucumber. Kind of hard to see there, but these are seedless cucumber, which is actually pretty cool. It's the first time I'm trying the seedless ones. What it does is, if you normally do this, well, you can use a regular cucumber as well, but if you use those, you're going to have to remove the seeds, which just kind of dig them out with a small tip knife, because if those get in your tank, the filter's not going to be able to get them out, and the fish, they're not going to eat it anyways. But today we're going to try a seedless one for the first time, see what happens. But here is the item that I created. Actually, it's the delivery system for feeding the cucumber. All it is 2 straws. You can see here that that dark spot in there is where one is inserted into the end of the other, and they overlap. That's the overlap right there. It's very simple. Just crimp the end of one, insert it into the end of the other, and that's what you'll have. You'll have a nice long straw. And the reason I do this is it's extendable. Then you can sink one end into the bottom of your tank, and the other end you extend to the length of the depth of your tank. And what that does is, when you close the lid, you close the lid down on this end. The other end goes all the way down to the bottom of your tank, or to your gravel or sand substrate, whatever you have. And by closing the lid on the top of this end, it makes it secure, so that when the fish are eating at it, and they will eventually eat at it, even if you have new fish that have never seen this before, cucumbers or whatever, most fish will eventually, at least balas, red tails, and rainbows, they will eventually learn to enjoy the taste of cucumber, zucchini, whatever you're putting in there. They love vegetables. They will acquire a taste for it, and they will be glad that you introduce that to them in their diet. So give it a try. So what you're going to do is take your knife, cut slices of the cucumber. They don't have to be very big. Your fish will actually, if you got smaller fish, this one's actually kind of thin, but maybe that's how the seedless ones are. I've used thicker ones before, and they will eventually eat their way right through the center of it, and I've got photos of red tails swimming right through it while they're chowing down on it. What you do is you cut it into slices. You have yourself a pot of boiling water. You blanch the cucumbers for just a little, boil them up for just a few seconds, a couple minutes maybe. Pull them out of the hot water. Put them in cold water. That just softens them up a little bit, makes it easier for the fish. You can put them in there without doing this too, but they seem to enjoy it better when you blanch them up. If you make them too soft, you boil them too long, they'll fall apart more. They'll slide up and down the pole, and you'll see what I'm talking about later on. But I'll go ahead and cut some of these up, show you what we got going on when we assemble it in just a bit. Stay tuned.